Hi everyone, we meet again. Actually, you can notice that my podcast has changed. I changed the name of my podcast. So now the name is, as you can see on the screen, it's Learn English Together You. Learn English Together You. So through this podcast, I want to ask you to join me. We are going to learn English together. You. So yeah, but actually the way we are learning English would not be so much different, because again I'm gonna read daily news on maybe other things, but maybe the difference would lie on let's see, I'll give some comments on the article reading. Okay, so let's jump right into it. Here we go. Actually, you are now looking at the screen of my iPad. So yeah, I've opened this article taken from ngu.com. That it's a daily news material, and the title is "Milk It with These Fun, Useful Cow Phrases." Cow, sapi. Buffalo, kerbau, cow, sapi. Buffalo, kerbau, cow, sapi. Never mind. Okay, milk it with these fun, useful cow phrases. Here we go. There are more than 1 billion cows in the world. We all know what they look and sound like. But they're also used in lots of English phrases. In fact, we could talk about phrases like these until the cows come home, which means for a very long time. This phrase may come from the way that cows walk slowly back to be milked at the end of the day. Or it may be used because long ago, cows were allowed to graze for months before they returned home in the fall. Another idea is that if a cow runs away, it won't come back, and you could be waiting forever. So, we often use this phrase to talk about things we think may never happen. A cash cow. That would be the second one. A cash cow might also go on forever. This phrase is used to describe something that will be a reliable, lasting source of income, in the same way that a cow has lasting value because its milk can be sold again and again. And if you are trying to get everything you can from that cash cow or something else, we could say you're milking it. Milking it. It's not usually used in a positive way. For example, if someone is feeling a little sick, but they spend all day complaining and asking people to bring them things, they might be milking it. If they complain too much, other people might have a beef with them. Which means to have a disagreement and feel very unhappy about the situation. One way to make the situation better could be the phrase, "Don't have a cow." Don't have a cow. Don't have a cow, which means calm down, bro, calm down. However, it could also make things worse, especially since it was popularized by Bart from The Simpsons, who isn't known for being so sensitive or too sensitive, toward others' feelings. That was the article. Friends, itu tadi artikelnya. So yeah, there are some phrases here in this article. Let's summarize this, okay? First one would be until the cows come home. Sampai sapi pulang. Sapi pulang. Until the cows come home. Yang artinya itu for a very long time. Contoh lain, mari kita bikin contoh lain. Silakan nunggu sampai saya jadi direktur perusahaan komersial. You can wait until I become a director of a commercial company, commercial, yeah, a company. Let's say you can wait until I become a director in a company. So like for that one, untuk kalimat itu kita bisa bilang you can wait for me to be appointed as a director until the cows come home. Until the cows come home. Tungguin aja, nggak akan terjadi tuh ya. So seperti kita lihat di sini di paragraf ke yang bawah ini. So we often use this phrase to talk about things we think may never happen. Yeah, of course, I don't work in a company, in an industry which conduct commerce, things like that. So mana mungkin jadi direktur. I'm an educator, everyone. So yeah, there is no such thing as school director in my country at least. Right, next one, setelah until the cows come home, kita punya cash cow. Cash cow. Sekali lagi ini artinya kurang lebih sesuatu yang menghasilkan sesuatu yang berharga, yang bisa diandalkan untuk kita manfaatkan, kita gunakan di waktu yang lama. Itu sama halnya dengan bagaimana sapi itu kemudian memiliki nilai karena dia menghasilkan susu terus menerus gitu ya. Memang ada batasnya, kalau sapinya menopause ya kagak produksi lagi barunya, tetapi ya cash cow, semoga kebayangnya jadi artinya itu kayak gitu, sesuatu menghasilkan sesuatu. Jadi the cows have become the cash cow for the owner. For the owner gitu, cash cow. That's number 2. Number 3, milking it. Itu kira-kira kalau kita bisa ngomong apa sih saya, maaf ya, milking it itu seperti ya kalau kita milking, menyusu gitu ya, kita nyedot susu dulu pasti ya, waktu masih baby, masih bayi, apa sih, nyedot susu, nyedot aja, kerja nyedot, sedot aja sampai kenyang gitu. Nah, ketika kita memanfaatkan sesuatu, mengeksploitasi mungkin dengan kata lain, mengeksploitasi sesuatu sampai kita merasa puas, ya kita bisa dikatakan kita that's what we are doing, we are milking it. Ya, jadi berusaha untuk mendapatkan semua yang bisa kita dapatin dari sesuatu, misalnya dari cash cow tadi. Oke, itu nomor 3. Dan yang terakhir kayaknya, oh ya, kayaknya yang terakhir ini, oh bukan, ini 4, belum yang terakhir, yaitu have a beef with them. Artinya di sini have a beef with them. Kenapa saya ngomongnya berantakan ini, maaf ya teman-teman, saudara-saudara, nggak connect some part of the synapses are not connected well. Okay, so you have a beef with them, yang artinya ya ada disagreement, ada debat, ada perbedaan pendapat antara seseorang dan orang lainnya, atau satu pihak dan pihak lainnya, ya, dan perbedaan pendapat ini menimbulkan rasa tidak bahagia ya. So have a beef with them here means to have a disagreement and feel very unhappy about the situation. Jadi ada situasi yang nggak enak banget gitu ya ketika ada disagreement atau perbedaan, selisih pendapat bahasa misalnya. Oke, itu nomor 4. Dan yang terakhir adalah don't have a cow. Don't have a cow. Jadi misalnya lagi ada 2 orang having a beef, ya, having a beef with them. Ada seseorang bertengkar, pasti nggak ada satupun yang yang bahagia kalau bertengkar. Siapa yang bahagia kalau bertengkar gitu kayaknya? Maka mungkin datanglah orang ketiga yang melihat pertengkaran itu, lalu kemudian, hey, come on guys, don't have a cow. Don't have a cow. Artinya calm down, tenang, chill bro gitu ya, kayak gitu ya. Ya, jadi don't have a cow is our 5th phrase, and it means calm down. That was it. Cukup sekian teman-teman. Terima kasih banyak sudah menyimak. Tetap sehat, tetap bahagia. Yuk terus belajar bahasa Inggris sama-sama. Karena bahasa Inggris itu penting untuk kita bisa kuasai. Berguna loh. Bye.